Hello, thank you for joining this video. Here we'll explore the collection page for your Shopify store. So first of all, let's go to our Shopify admin panel and explore how to create a collection. So we need to go to Products, Collections, and click on Create Collection. So next thing is we decide on the title of the collection. So for example, let it be t-shirts. You can also add the description, or you can also add an image, and we'll explore this section in a bit. So then we change the collection type from automated to manual, and we save our changes. So now when we return to the collections, we have a new collection t-shirts. And as we can see, it has 0 products. So we need to add the products to these collections. So for this, we go to the products section. We choose the products that we want to be included in this collection. So for example, let's take a look at this t-shirt. And here in the product organization, we have collection tab. So we click here and you can either type the name of your collection or you can choose in this drop-down list. So we need to add it to the t-shirt collection. We save our changes. And now our collection t-shirts consists of one product here. So this is how you add the products to the collection, and let's take a look at the collection that has plenty of products here, and we'll try to set it up. So here we have the descriptions section. So for example, you can write a description to your collection regarding your dresses, materials, your store, or whatever. Just write whatever suits you the best. I'll just add a random text just to have some content in this section here. Also, here we have the image section. So this will be the image of your collection. You can add any image that you want, like a collage or just an image of one of your products. So let me add this product here for my dresses collection, and let's save our changes. So now let's take a look at our dresses collection. So here is the picture that we've added. Here is the description. Keep in mind that if you don't want to have a description or a picture here, you can simply remove it. So here you can remove the picture, you can simply delete the text, and in such case, your collection will look like this. So this will be the heading, the name of your collection, and the products added to the collection. And here is how it looks like with the picture and with the collection description. Also here in the products, you can change the sorting. So right now it's sort by best selling. You of course can change it to products in alphabetical order, increasing, decreasing. You can also change based on the price. You can also change from newest to oldest, add it to your collection list, and also manually. So if we choose manually, then we can toggle the products in here. So for example, we can change it like this, like this. So this will be your manual editing, and you can choose just the option that suits you the best here. Also, you can add products not specifically from the products section here, like opening the product and adding it to a collection. You can go to the collections here. For example, let's go to our t-shirts collection, and you can also add the products through here. So here you can either type the name or click on browse and look through all of your products. So for example, let's type t-shirt here. And here are all of the products where we have t-shirts. So we have this t-shirt, this, and this. So we have plenty of t-shirts in here. We can all add them all to our collection. And now, as you can see, this was a very easy and fast option to add new products to your collection. Okay, so now let's return to our collections dresses, and we need to go to our theme customizer to see what changes can we do to this collection here. So once we go here, we need to go to collections default collection. Here we are, and from here you can actually change the collection where you want to see your changes. So let me just change it to dresses, and here is my collection here. So now we go to the template collection section. So from here, as you can see, we have these several changes that we can make. So let's start with the first one, show collection image. So even though here I have this image, I can actually hide it from my theme customizer. So there is no need to actually go and delete it from here. You can simply click on show or hide collection image. So as you can see, right now I've unclicked this section. And now there is no collection image in here, even though it is still in here in my collection page through the admin panel. So now let me return the image back. The same goes with the description. So we have the description here, we have it listed in here. However, if we want to hide it for some reason, we don't need to go back to the admin panel and delete it from here. We can simply click here, and this will hide our collection description. Now let's return it. Okay, and next we have enable product card indent, which only works with grid view basic. So right now we have the grid view with big card. So as you can see, we have 4 products with small cards here and a big card in here. So let me change the layout so that we can see the product cards indent. So for this, I'm going to the layout and I'm changing my grid view from with big card to basic. So now I have all of these products listed in a row. So here all of them are, and I can also add product cards indent. So this will be the small borders between the product cards. So once I'm clicking here we see all of these changes. So we have these small borders between our product cards. So let's now remove it and go back to our grid view with big cards. Okay, so here it is, and now let's move on. So also we can choose to show color swatches in filters or hide them. So for example, if you want to show the swatches next to the color name in the filters section, you can click here to show the color swatches. So here is how it's going to look like. So we have the product, the collection page here, and in the filters in the color section, as you can see, we have the swatch next to the color name. However, if you want to disable it, you can click here, show color swatch in filters, and this is how it's going to look like. So I'm here on the collection page, I click on filters, color, and there are no swatches in here. So you can choose the any option for your filters as you'd prefer. So let's return to our theme customizer and enable our color swatches and save our changes. So now let's go to the next stage, which is filters type. So right now we have filters as drawers, as you can see in here. However, we can change it to the sidebar. So let's change the drawer to the sidebar. Let's now save our changes. And let's go to our product collection page here. Let's refresh the page. And as you can see, now we have our filters on the left side here. So instead of the button with the drawer here, we have it in here. And this is just basically the same thing in here. So here we can change the layout of our filters type. So let's change it back to drawer. Save the changes, and now let's take a look at the paginations. So we have the option to choose how we want to paginate by. So as you remember, we have 30 products in this collection, and you can choose the pagination by 10, 20, 30, or even more. So right now we have pagination by 10, which is why we have 3 pages of our collection page filled with products. So each page has 10 products in it. However, we can change it, for example, to 20. And now, as you can see, we have only 2 pages, or we can change it to 30. And in such a case, we will not have any extra pages at all, as this collection consists of 30 products in general. Or you can, of course, make it even more, 40 and up to 50. So also keep in mind that this specific pagination setting is only available for grid view with big card. If you have a basic grid here, then choose this pagination type. So let's once again, let's change the layout to basic. And here it is. We have 4 products per row, And here we can change the pagination for basic grid. So we can change it to 12, for example. And as you can see, we have, again, 3 pages here. We have 12 products per page. You can change it to maybe 16 here. So now we have 2 pages in here, and each page is filled with 16 products in it. However, let me change it back to the grid view with big cart. And here we have pagination by 10 products per page. Next, we can change the pagination type. So right now we have the pagination. We have 3 pages that we need to click on to get to the next page. However, we can change it to infinite scrolling. So if we choose the infinite scrolling, then we'll have only one page with all of the products. So as you can see, we scroll, and all of the products are in here. And the third option is load more. So we have pagination by 10. So 10 products per page, and instead of numbers of the pages, we have the load more button. So once we click load more, 10 more products will show up, and then once again we click load more and 10 more products show up beneath these products that we already have in here. So these are the different pagination styles. You can of course choose the one that suits you the best. So next, we've already checked the grid view changes. So we've changed exchange between the basic and with big card grid view. You can also make a grid full white. So if unchecked, container white will be set based on the group layout settings in the theme settings. So to check this out, we go to our theme settings, layout, and here we can see that container white is set to medium, which is 1680 pixels, or we can change to small or to large. So in here in the section collection, if you uncheck here, if you don't want to make grid full white, then the grid image, here they are, they will be set to the changes that are added in your layout section here. So you can change it from here. So now let's move on. So after the layout section, we also have the offset. So if you want to have some kind of space between the sections, you can add them from here. You can add them for the desktop and for mobile. So in the top here, we have 35 pixels. If you want to, we can, for example, move it up to 85 pixels, and then we'll have more space between our sections in here. So these are all the changes that we have in the collection template. However, there are also plenty of changes that you can make through the theme settings. Keep in mind that we also always advise to go to theme settings through this section here, because here you have all the settings that are available within the theme settings. However, if you go to collection, template collection, and to theme settings, there will be basically all the settings regarding the product and the collection, but sometimes it's just easier to navigate them through the theme settings.
So in our theme settings, first of all, we have the swatch option here. So as you can see here, we have the products with colors shown as swatches. However, if your products don't have colors in them, you can turn any option into a swatch option. So for example, if we type in size here, which means that our sizes will be changed to swatches. So here, as you can see, we had only one color swatch here, but now we have 3 sizes in here. So let's save these changes and take a look at our collection. So back in here, let's click view. And here, as you can see, we have several sizes shown in swatches. So I'm taking this product, for example. The olive color doesn't have a color swatch next to it. However, for the sizes, as you can see, we have now these colors that can be added. So let's change it back to as it was. So if you want the colors to be shown as swatches, then just leave this section as blank. And if you're interested in how to add color swatches to your Shopify store, feel free to check the video. We'll link in the description box. You can check how to add swatch options to your products. So let's move on. The next we have the object fit image. So you can change it to cover, contain, native size. So cover will fill the entire area, contain scales proportionally, and native size leaves it as the native size of the image as it's saved, for example, in your computer. So next we have enable color swatches. So if you want to hide these color swatches altogether, you can simply click here, which means that our store will not have any color swatches anymore. So for example, if you want to simply show the color option as name, you can disable the color swatches. Let's now save the changes. And now, as you can see, our products don't have the color swatches anymore. However, keep in mind that this section here either disables or enables color swatches throughout your store. So if you want to have the color swatches for all of your products, make sure to tick here to enable the color swatches. Okay, so next we have enable labels. So labels are the badges. Let's take a look at our product collection here. Let's find the product with the pages. Just a second. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a few products that have these badges. So these are the labels, also called. If you want to disable them, just click here, enable labels. And now let's save the changes. And now let's take a look at our products here. So as you can see, the products don't have the badges anymore. However, we see the badge in this product. So let's return to the collection page, and we don't see these badges or labels here. However, once we take a look at the product page, we see the badge here. So if you want to hide the badges from your collection page, then you can disable it here, or click on enable to show the badges in your collection page. So the next thing is show vendor. So while I'm here on this product, as you can see, we have the vendor. So the name of the company, of the brand of this item, it's called vendor, and we can see it here. However, if you want to also show the vendors in your collection page here, you can easily do it from here. So click on show vendor, and as you can see, the vendor is shown underneath the product name. So if you want to show the vendor, make sure to click here or hide the vendor from your theme settings. Next, we have show product rating. So for example, you want to show the stars, the rating of your products in your collection page. For this, you need to click on show product rating, and the products that have the rating will appear in here. So let's take a look at our, okay, so here is our collection page. Here is this product, which has a review, and as you can see, we see this star rating here. For other products that don't have any reviews, there are no stars in here. However, if you want to hide the product rating from your collection page, click here, save the changes, and now the product will no longer show the product rating. So as we can see here, we don't have the product rating anymore. However, if we go to the actual product page, we still see this rating, but in the collection page, the rating is not visible. If you want to find out more on how to add the product reviews, check out our video. We'll link it in the description box. But now let's move on. So the next thing is show currency code. So if you want to show the currency code near the price, you can click here. And now, as you can see, we'll see the price with the currency code. However, you can disable it from here and not show it in your store. So next we have the show unit price. The setting response for displaying unit price available only for Germany. And also here we have enable quick view. So as you can see here, we have this zoom button. If you want to disable it, just click here, enable quick view. And here, as you can see, we no longer have it. But if you want to return it, just click here. And now you can click on quick view to check the products. Also, we have the enable change image on hover. So for example, if you want to have hover for your products, you can enable it here or disable it. Let's now take a look at our store. So here I'm back in my store. Let's refresh the page. Let's now go to this product. So as you can see, we have the hover image. So once I hover on this product, I see another image. However, if we disable it, then when moving onto the product, it will not show anything. So next we have the image width. So we have the cropped or the full width. So as you can see, right now the products are set to full width, but we can change it to cropped. And then the products will be cropped to fit into these square images. But let's turn it back to full width. Next thing is we have the show borders section. So right now, as you can see, we have these great borders, but we can remove them if we want to, of course. And now all our products don't have any borders among them. Let's now return this back here. And also we have this section, default product image. So for example, if you have products that do not have any media in them, so let's go back to our admin panel, pull up any product here. As we can see, we have media here, we have several images. However, for products that don't have any images, if you still want to show them any kind of images here, you can simply select file from here, and for products that don't have any images, this default product image will be shown. And also here we have the buttons type, so we have icons or text. So for example, if we change it to text, let's now save our changes. And now let's go to our Shopify store here. So as you can see, for quick view, we don't have the zoom icon here. We now have the button quick view. So if you want to show buttons instead of icons, you can easily do it through here. Just change the button type to the one that suits you the most. And the last thing in here, as you can see, it only says enable, so it might confuse you. This is why we offer to always use theme settings, as this section here is responsible for the compare products section. So if we go to the theme settings, compare products, then as you can see, we have the same button here. However, you can just remember that in the collection and in the default product page, this enable button shows you the compare products. So as you can see here, we have this icon for compare products. If you disable it, then as you can see, we'll no longer have this icon. So we only have the quick view icon now, or let's just return it here. If you want to find out more about the compare products section, feel free to check the video. It will be linked in the description box. And that's it for the customizer. However, we have one more section that we'd like to share with you. So back in our Shopify admin panel, we need to go to one app. We go to apps, search and discovery. And from here, we go to the filters. So if you want to customize your filters section, which is this section here, this is the place where you can do this. So as you can see, we have the availability, price, color, and size filters. So if you want to add like materials or other options that you have, you can do it from here. So for example, let's delete this filter right now, and we'll add it once again. So we have now the availability, price, and color. You can click on add filter, and here in the source, you can either choose the one that you want or just type it in here. So for example, I want to add the size. I'm clicking here, and here are the values that we have for the size. So now we can click on save, and we have the availability, price, color, and size. We can also add filter based on the vendor. So if your store sells products from different vendors, you can easily add the vendor to here. So we add vendor, the label is brand, and as you can see, here are all the vendors that we have. So let's click on save. And now let's go to our Shopify store here and let's take a look at the filters. So here are filters and sorting. We click here and as you can see, we have the size and we have the brand. The brand means the vendor. So this is how you simply add multiple filters and sortings to your section filter here. Just make sure you have the search and discovery app, and in the filters you can add all of this information. Thank you very much for your time. This is all the information we have for today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. We are always here to help. And also don't forget about our theme manual. There you can find all of the necessary information as well. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day. Bye.